Alright, peeps. I know I haven't posted many videos in the past, a month and a half. Really just the one about me being pissed off at Ron Paul, because I still am. Fuck you, Ron Paul. Regardless, I've made some changes in my life. Stopped smoking, and it actually wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. I started when I was 28, and I'm 37 now, and I just quit. I won't be that douchebag that'll tell anybody else to quit. If you want to fucking smoke, smoke. Fuck. Smoke 'em up. But yeah, I got hardcore into working out again. I work out basically every day, even though I got a horrible back. But I've been being careful. Get a massage once a week. Excuse me. Yeah. I guess this is like an update. You know, really, I'd like to talk about the leaks and how Congress is pushing to investigate these leaks. This is some bullshit. Alright, look. You can't pick and choose. Now, they're using two different terms. There's a term, what is it? The term leak, and then the term blowing the whistle. Alright? So, what the government is doing, what Congress is doing, is they're saying that leaks are okay, as long as they're leaked by our government. We can leak the fact that the president supposedly goes through baseball card-like things and chooses who gets executed and who doesn't by drones. We can leak that, and that's just fine. That's okay. But if somebody spots some waste, fraud, and abuse, or if they spot something that is just completely wrong, say somebody is breaking a lawful order, or innocents just got murdered and it was covered up, or that somebody high up in the chain of command in the United States government or military is going against the Constitution, that those people are people who are blowing the whistle on somebody, and those people need to be prosecuted. That's like having your cake and eating it too. You want to leak, and let's be blatantly honest here, the government has been leaking shit since day one to make themselves look better. But we're in a day and age where everybody has one of these things. My cell phone, my iPhone 4S, which is what I was pointing at. Everybody has one of those. If you don't, you're way behind the power curve, and it's 2012. Get with the fucking program. Spend $100 and buy a decent fucking smartphone. And we can be in touch and keep up on current events and know what's going on. That a drone just fucking fell out of the sky in Maryland, and it was just doing exercises, right? We can keep up on this shit. So to have somebody like Bradley Manning, who he leaked he leaked a fuck ton of shit that he felt needed to be leaked. You know, people are talking about, this is the anniversary, supposedly, I don't know. Today is the 14th of June. I'd have to look it up. Woodward and Bernstein and fucking Watergate. And that if that shit had happened today, that the government wouldn't be looking into what the president did wrong. The government would be looking into prosecuting those who leaked this information. Which I completely agree with people looking at it in that fashion, because this is insane. We're not looking at the fact that we've got shit going on that is breaking basic laws, and we have people signing bills that completely go against the Constitution. People aren't looking at that. People are looking at the fact that oh, well, we can't leak sensitive information, even when once the information is leaked, the government completely declassifies it and says, all right, well, it wasn't that sensitive anyway. Well, there's two schools of thought on that. Either A, they have to declassify it because it's out in the fucking open. And that's the only way to make sense. It's out there, declassify it, it doesn't matter. But at the time that it was leaked, it was classified, so that's how they're able to prosecute. Or B, the shit shouldn't have been classified at all. It's just that everything, if you know anything about the government, everything is classified to a point, and then it'll have different degrees of classification and different time frames of when it will be declassified. So you have a government that is now willing. This is what Eric Holder said. Willing to bring in reporters for questioning and grill them on who their sources are. Are we going to throw them in prison? Are we going to detain them? This is what your government is doing. This is what your government is willing to do. To take reporters and are we going to prosecute them? I mean, you're talking about questioning them. Well, how are you going to force them to answer questions? Are you going to hold them in contempt? You're going to throw them in fucking jail. I mean, it's happened before, but I don't think on what could conceivably be this large a scale. You know, websites like Gawker, Breitbart, Drudge Report, they could just offhandedly just bring all of these people in. The people that run these sites, the people that report for these sites, just do a swoop them all up, bring them in and question them all. And then what are you going to do after that when they don't fucking answer you? Because they're not going to. What are you going to do then? Freedom of speech. That's a basic tenet. And if you spot somebody doing something wrong in our government, in any branch of our government, it's your responsibility to report it, whether you are a civilian or whether you work for the government. If you serve in any fashion, it is your responsibility to report it. I don't give a fuck if there is fear of reprisal. I don't give a fuck if there will be personal blowback for you and that you could conceivably get in trouble and get thrown in jail. It doesn't matter. It'll all come out in the end. You need to do the right thing per the Constitution. There's a difference between right and wrong, and everybody should know what that is. Give me a break. Rant over.